And Chinese President Xi Jinping and Cuban President Miguel Díaz-Canel exchanged congratulations on the 65th anniversary of the Sino-Cuban diplomatic relations established on September 28, 1960. The leaders highlight the strengthening of bilateral cooperation in recent years, focused on building a shared socialist future.
Mutual congratulations between Xi Jinping and Díaz-Canel officially marked the commemorative date of 6.5 decades of diplomatic relations. Cuban ambassador to China, Alberto Blanco Silva, explained the historical role of the Cuban Revolution in recognizing the Chinese socialist government established in 1949.
Cuba became the first Latin American country not only to break with geographical fatalism, not only to break with the Monroe Doctrine, but also to establish diplomatic relations with the new China, recognizing the government of the People's Republic of China as its sole and legitimate representative. It should be remembered that at that time, China was not a member of the United Nations, and Cuba also defended, as an act of historical justice, and as an act of independence, that the People's Republic of China should be a member of the United Nations in its own right.
Chinese-Cuban cooperation includes student exchange dating back to the early years of bilateral relations. Xu Xinsheng, a professor and one of the first Chinese students to travel to Cuba, shared the experience with the educational ties between the two socialist countries, and his work translating important works of Cuban literature, including Marta Rojas, The Trial of Moncada.
I attended the School of Letters and History, but I also attended a diplomacy class at night. Over the course of 3 years, we went to the Cuban countryside 3 times. During the sugar harvest, to cut sugar cane. We visited once on a state farm. Another time at an agricultural cooperative, and a third time on a farmer's farm. For me, it was a great experience to learn about the Cuban countryside and the cooperative movement.
Early this year, President Xi Jinping pledged China continued support for Cuba in the face of the United States blockade against the island. During Díaz-Canel's subsequent visit to Beijing, the leaders signed multiple cooperation agreements and issued a joint declaration on building a community of the future between the two nations. Bruno Falsi, Beijing, China, for teleSUR.